Did you know Israel is hosting a major new 4-day LGBTQ+ festival called Pride Land at the Dead Sea? Let me explain. Set for early June 2026 near the traditional biblical site of Sodom and Gomorrah, organizers are promoting it as the biggest LGBTQ+ festival ever in the Middle East, with hotels, beach venues, performances, and family areas turning the desert into a temporary Pride City. The event has drawn strong reactions. In Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, the story of Sodom and Gomorrah in Genesis 19 describes the city's destruction due to grave sins, with the prophet Lut in Islam, warning his people against immorality, including sexual misconduct. Similarly, the Quran in Surah Al-Araf 780-84 recounts Prophet Lut rebuking his people for approaching men with lust instead of women, calling it an unprecedented evil, after which divine punishment destroyed the cities. Traditional interpretations across the three Abrahamic faiths view the narrative as a warning against certain behaviors. Supporters see Pride Land as a celebration of diversity and tourism in a modern, democratic Israel. Critics argue holding such an event at this historically charged location is provocative and conflicts with long-standing religious teachings on sexuality and morality. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments.
Hi. Today's video has a sponsor. Moving up in the world as things get more expensive. Today's video is sponsored by Blue Rations. It's food in the box in the mail. Get used to it. In honor of Pride Month, because you know, it's the honor in pride. Pride being deadliest of the 7 sins. Honor, it makes me think of the ancient Greeks and the motto of the Greek army back then, and it was never leave your buddies behind. You remember the ancient vice of the Greeks? More on that in a moment. There are several pride-friendly options this month. Today's selection is the bottom-friendly option, and let's see what we get. Uh-oh, nothing. Uh-oh. Don't eat anything today. I'm cooming over tomorrow, and you're gonna have a sore hiney and horrible breath, and there better not be any poop in that cream pie. It'll ruin the whole thing. Are we gonna do this shit again? No thank you. Also, this is gender non-specific. Maybe you are from the island of Themyscira. You're a couple of women, however you choose to identify. Maybe you want the bottom friendly option because you bring home the bacon. You're the butch, she's the bitch. Don't eat anything, because I'm gonna ram my fist up your asshole. Dry. No hawk to a thing. No lube. You can eat a tube of lube if you want, but don't eat the tube. I'm going in. Anyway, it's for anyone. It's about pride. Pride. You know, I'm reading the Bible, and I didn't get very far, but they're talking about Sodom, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's like the same thing as like sodomy, and I don't know what's gonna happen yet, but I'm at the part where Abraham's talking to God, and he says, is there 50 righteous? And God's like, no. And he's like, is there 30 righteous? And God's like, sorry. And he's like, 20? What happens? What happens after that? Anyway, I'm interested to find out. I know what a sodomy is. What's a Gomorrah? Did you ever do a Gomorrah? Maybe you need the bottom-friendly option. If you're gay, you ought to know what the best option is for you. You can bet your bottom dollar. I don't know, something. Anyway, there is a part that Blue Ration sends me where it's just their part of the video that they include, and I paste it in here. So I'm just going to paste it in here. Take it away, Boston Ross. Pride Month is for lovers, and this is what love is all about. You know, catching it. Sore heinies and terrible breath.
What are you eating this Pride? Well, if you're a top, it seems like you can eat whatever you want. But if you're a bottom, you're expected to starve? Not this Pride. Introducing the bottom-friendly menu. We teamed up with Dr. Evan Goldstein from Bespoke Surgical to bring you a menu of bottom-friendly foods backed by science.
Dr.
gold stain.
Fiber won't help you feel cute, so avoid things like whole grains, wheat bran, cauliflower, potatoes, legumes. Hold up, are you just fully diving into those beans? The problem with these foods is they don't dissolve in water, which could cause a traffic jam in your digestive system, making a mess of your evening. Speaking of messy, it's a good idea to avoid dairy.
I cannot handle lactose right now.
Shit! I was just about to pop my cookies.
If you're going to eat something insoluble, give your body about 24 hours to process all of it. Soluble fibers and protein are the key to having some good, clean fun. These all digest easily and slowly while feeding your good gut bacteria. There's no right or wrong way to bottom, but if you're planning on getting peachy this Pride, the bottom-friendly menu on Postmates has the kinds of foods that could keep you feeling good.
Are you organic?
Okay. Ha! Blue rations, it's food in the box in the mail. This month, poo rations. Here's your poo rations. Yeah, don't eat anything. I'm coming over tomorrow. I don't want any poop in my cream pies. That's what ruined it for Boston Ross. It was this little tiniest chunk. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go and be right back with the rest of y'all's video. It's an inversion. The Pride rainbow is an inversion of the rainbow. Do you know the story of the rainbow? I read that part of the Bible. God flooded the earth because it was so terrible, and he was disappointed, really. And then 40 days and 40 nights of rain trying to drown everything. And then Noah's ship landed on the shore, and God showed Noah a rainbow, and a rainbow was a gift from God. So the devil, being a guy who does lousy counterfeits he's just copycat. As they say, the devil can't really do anything on his own. He's like, what did Dad do? I'm just gonna do that backwards. So he inverted the rainbow, and they did send me a box with the rainbow on it, but well, I'm showing you this one instead. I don't want to open it. I don't really want to find out what's in the Blue Rations box with the rainbow on it or something. So anyway, I don't even know what the other options are. At least this one is an empty box. I can't imagine, you know, you'll live in a pot, eat the bugs, and know nothing. Does a shellfish allergy make it hotter when you're doing anal coitus because of the bloating and the swelling up and hives and everything's like speed bumps in there or whatever? What will you tear? Is there like a warning? Like, oh, it's lovers coming over and you just ate cockroach tacos and it's like lining your asshole with broken glass and it's gonna get in there and get, I don't know, maybe that's more of a kind of risky romance for hot paws, lovers, whatever you want to do. Anyway, AIDS! But Blue Rations, it's food in the box in the mail. In honor of Pride Month, because we know how honorable it is to be prideful about putting the pee-pee in the poo-poo and then putting it in your mouth. I just found out what an ATM machine was. I thought I knew. I thought it was a place where you could go get money. Well, I guess it is. Some people pay for that kind of shit. If you're playing in shit, I'm sorry, that's so crude. If you're playing in poop, play safe. Blue Rations, bottom-friendly selection. Play safe. You don't want to break up because of a poop in your cream pie. I'm disgusted by myself. What do you... Funny? Funny? You think this is... Hey, there's Scott's comedy. People are doing this. They do that. Do you believe that? Do you ever have to work with somebody and then you're like, it's coffee breath and then just like this other smell, you're like, I don't want to know what that is, but I know that accent. Did you ever hear that accent? I've traveled the world, and everywhere you go in the world, you can tell if somebody's gay because they have that accent. Granted, not everybody who's gay has that accent. But if somebody has that accent, no matter where you go in the world, and then you look at them, you can tell if they're gay. Why do gay men worldwide have that lisp, that sibilant-esque lisp? Why do they have that lilting tone? I think it's a warning from God. And the warning is, watch your ass. This guy's gay. Is he bigger than you? I know that voice. Maybe you want to get out of here. Is it go to the gym? Maybe you don't want to be. Maybe you want to go. All right, so Blue Rations, it's food in a box in the mail. It's Pride Month. It's gonna get sloppy. Oh, ouch. I don't know, I have nothing else to go. Anyway. Inflation. It's inflation. Back to sponsoring. Blue Rations. Blue Rations is food in a box in the mail. Get used to it. Maybe your lover likes inflation. I have excellent air compressor control. Don't worry, it's going to be great. It's going to feel like you ate a big bowl of chili. But don't eat a big bowl of chili. I'm cooming over. All over. Anywhere I want, actually.
CBS came on with a movie that two magnificent, handsome guys and a stupid old fellow in it. They were glorifying homosexuality. Is that a panel show? No. Yeah, no, it's a movie.
No, that's a regular show. It's on every week, and usually it's just set in the guy's home, and it's usually just that guy who's a hard hat.
That's right. He's a hard
And he always just looks like a slob,
Looks like Jackie Gleason.
and then he has this hippie son-in-law.
Yeah.
And usually, the general trend of it is to downgrade him and upgrade everything. Make the square hard hat out to be bad.
What is it called?
I've never seen
Arch is the guy's name.
So that's real family entertainment, isn't it?
The point that I make is that, goddamn, I do not think that you glorify on public television homosexuality. You ever see what happened? You know what happened to the Greeks? Homosexuality destroyed it. Sure, Aristotle was a homo. We all know that. But it was Socrates.
He never had the influence that television had.
The last 6 Roman emperors were fags. You see, homosexuality, immorality generally, these are the enemies of strong societies. That's why the communists, the left-wingers, are pushing each other. They're trying to destroy us.
Do you know what we're looking at here?
No.
Well, that is a gay couple with their adoptive kids, and let's just say the daddies are doing very lengthy prison sentences now.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, it got really dark, that case, like super dark.
You had an encounter with the devil?
Yeah, I got booked for a photo shoot. They took me all the way up this mountain. I was on top of the mountain. We finished the photo shoot. They have OD cars. Like, they got a 3-seater McLaren. They got a Ferrari. And I'm asking them, like, how y'all get all this money? They're like, we do demonic rituals. I'm laughing. No, you don't, bro. I'm like, how you get this money? Don't put me on. I'm trying to get like y'all. Like, nah, we do demonic rituals. I say, so what type of demonic ritual? He say, the Illuminati never talk to you. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing at him. Why y'all playing? playing with me. How y'all getting this money? They're like, no, for real. Leonardo DiCaprio do all the initiation. I'm like, what? I'm like, who is that? What is you talking about, gang? He giving me a list of people who all did. I'm gonna keep it PG-13. He was basically saying, either you let them peg you or you do oral and you'll get whatever you want. Tell them what you want. If you want to be the next big actress, next big whoever, I can take you to somebody. And all you gotta let them do is do what they want to do to you just for a night. That's what he was telling me. I'm like, hell no, I'm playing, gang. So I'm still not trying to believe this. Now, while they doing all this, I'm trying to call my Uber. We on top of the mountain though. I don't got no service. The people who booked me left. After they leave, I'm in the car with the other dude that they called up to have a photo shoot with me. I get in the car with him in the 3-seater McLaren. See, on the way up, we go all the way up in the swivel, like all the way around the mountain. Yeah. On the way down, we take a right. So he not going the same way that we came up. I'm like, what the hell? So then that's what I try. I'm like, take me to go get some McDonald's, gang. He said, we not gonna take you to get no McDonald's. We spent all this money to get you up here. This face change, gang. In front of me. You see Venom? Kind of like that. His face is probably about this wide. Like, face changed. I'm like, what the? Like, it's probably about like right here. Like, it threw me all the way off. I didn't know how to get out of the car. I would have been got out of the car. We in the 3-seater McLaren, so it's like a button you gotta push to get up out of there. Gotcha. Now he back it into somebody's driveway. He smack a mailbox. Now he hit the button and he get up out of there. I see the button. I'm getting up out of there too. I hit the button. Guess what? It's a mailman come out of nowhere. I run up to him. I'm like, hey, bro, we getting back your truck. He looking at me like, what the hell? No. I look at him. I'm like, bro, just let me get in the back of your truck. Bro, like, please just take me down to the bottom. Please just take me down to the bottom. It was God. He took me down to the bottom. And I called an Uber and I just left. And the people on camera, you ain't got to believe me. I don't care. I'm not lying. I really saw this.
I believe it.
That's what like made me know that the devil and God was real.
You saw the darkness.
I seen it.
And now you're in the light with Jesus.
This is why I have to use my influence for good. Like how you doing.
All this ass play is priming you for something. All this infatuation with the ass and the ass and having heterosexual men obsessed with the ass is to prime you for something else.
And what's that?
To be comfortable with sodomy. To just be comfortable with ass play. And to make you so comfortable that now you can't talk about somebody else who's into ass play. Because they're psychologically making you feel like sodomy, and that's what it is, anal sex, is part of natural sex. So now if they get you constantly a girl in the ass, how could you complain about when a guy does it to another guy? If you're eating a girl's hole out, how can you complain when this guy's eating that guy's ass out?
Why is it that so much of Netflix content for children promotes a transgender ideology? Almost half of your content for children, I'm talking about minor children now, I'm not talking about teenagers, minor children, promotes a transgender ideology agenda. I was just looking at the data here from your various series. And what concerns me is just 2 days ago, a jury in New York awarded a former transitioner $2 million because she said that her psychologists and others pressured her into, they pushed on her an ideology that proved to be extremely detrimental. I'm sure you know that in the UK, the National Health Service in the UK has said that they're not going to perform transgender surgeries or any longer so-called gender-affirming care for minors, including in counseling, because it is so incredibly detrimental. Our own HHS has come forward with similar findings this past year, yet if you turn on Netflix, you'll find that an enormous amount, and I say this as a parent with 3 young children, an enormous amount of your children's programming has this ideology and agenda in it. Is this an advocacy position for Netflix? Is this an ideological commitment you have? I mean, why is this?
Senator Ali, Netflix has no political agenda of any kind. I would tell you that.
Well, then why is your children's program so full of this highly sexualized, highly controversial agenda? I don't understand it. It seems strange to me.
Respectfully, sir, it's because it's inaccurate. We have millions of hours of children's programming.
You're saying it's not there. You don't have trans. You don't feature trans characters, trans storylines, trans themes. It's not in your programming.
I'm saying we feature a wide variety of stories and programs to meet a wide variety of people's tastes.
Why is almost half of it? Why does almost half of your children's program feature this highly controversial, highly sexualized material? That just seems strange to me. It can't possibly be a reflection of the population.
Senator Hawley, I don't have any idea where that number would come from or what that would be. I don't believe that's been your personal experience, but I can't speak to that.
Well, what do you mean you don't think it's been my personal experience? You don't think that I monitor what my children watch on your... Here's what I tell you what my personal experience is since you bring it up. My personal experience is that my 3 children, I can't let them watch anything they want on Netflix. I can't let them watch anything on Netflix unless I preview it, because I don't have confidence in what's on your platform. I don't know what they're going to encounter, and I tell you what, I don't want my kids being pushed an agenda about their sexuality or gender identity when I have not had the opportunity first to discuss it with them and to form them in that. And I, frankly, on behalf of parents around the country, it offends me that Netflix is pushing this content at parents in what seems to be a very coordinated, thought-through, planned-out agenda in a way that, frankly, I think undermines parents, certainly undermines me and my wife. We have to watch every show beforehand before we can let our kids watch it. Now, I don't know. That seems pretty concerning to me. I know you make a gob of money on it, and maybe that's the answer. But it just seems to me that it's a disservice to the parents of this country, particularly given what's happening with our youth on this subject.
Senator, if I may answer, like I said, we have millions of hours of content on Netflix at any given time. We have state-of-the-art tools for you to manage those choices for your children and to block any title that you might be offended by for any reason. So we are parents at Netflix as well. We share all your concerns about raising kids and also the ability to raise them as you see fit in your household and anyone else's household as well.
My concern is that you don't share my values or those of many other American parents, and you want the United States government to allow you to become one of the largest, if not the largest, streaming monopolist in the world. I think we ought to be concerned about what content you're promoting. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Hawley. Senator Booker would...
Behaviors are going to have to change, and this is one thing we're asking companies. You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock we are forcing behaviors.
I thought that was a bit gay, for starters. Well, hey, who am I to judge? I'm gonna come clean with everybody. I'm gay.
Believe it or not.